Okay, now.
Morning, Wilson community. Sing it. It's time to sing.
You know it's time to stand like a bee. You know it's time to stand like a bee for the day. Time to stand like a people. Stand up and say, no one, if you find me on our way again. It's time to stand like a bee, stand like a bee. Time to stand like a bee for the day. Time to stand like a bee. Stand up and say, no one, my sister, sister. People and people alive with faith and purpose to keep my people together. You know it's time to stand like a people. You know it's time to stand like a people today. It's time to stand like a people. Children need to see themselves in a much more positive light, to see that nothing is impossible when they try with all their might. We must build a school that teach Elaine day to be the king and queen. It's up to us to say that. Let us work and build and see. You know it's time to stand like a people. You know it's time to stand like a people today. It's time to stand like a people. Stand up and say, no more wondering. We will find me on our way. Mothers and fathers and elders, they have given us all they can. They stood up and fought to protect us in this hard and bitter land. And trials must give us courage, every woman and man. God our friend, that's all. We pledge our lives to take back our land. You know it's time. Stand up, stand like a freedom. It's time. Stand like a freedom today. They have given us all they can to protect us in this hard and weary land. And trials must give us courage, every woman and man. None are free unless all are. We pledge our lives to take back our land. You know it's time to stand like people, you know it's fine. Like the people today, it's fine. Like the people, stand up and say, no more.
You all look real good this morning.
Yeah.
Stones of Fire, real glad to be here in front of you this morning. And we want to let you know that we feel good too, and that you Africans out there just looking so pretty in your color. Brother Tahimba always gets on me about I don't talk enough when it's time for me to do songs. So I'm supposed to stand up here and say, I'm just real glad to be able to do this song. And I want y'all to pray with me in case my voice gets a little crazy. Just say she's doing the best she can. Right. All right. Well, I feel good. Well, I feel good. Because there's something about the spirit around and around makes me feel good. Well, I can love. I can love because there's something about the spirit around and around makes me feel good. Well, I've got joy. Well, I've got joy down in my soul because there's something about the spirit around and around gives me such joy. Well, I can sing. Well, I can sing, oh yes, my Lord, because there's something about the spirit around and around. You feel good. Swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride. Swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride. Rock me, Lord, down and easy. I got home on the other side. Swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride. Swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride. Lord, on and easy. Home on the other side. Bring down church, stop and let me ride. Bring down church, stop and let me ride. Easy. I got home on the other side. Bring down church, stop and let me ride. Bring down church, stop and let me ride. Stop me, come and easy. I got home on the other. Bring down church, stop and let me ride. Bring down church, stop and let me ride. Me, Lord, how many days I got home on the other side. Swing, swing, rock me, rock me, oh, me, rock me, rock me, oh, oh,
Uh-oh, where's my Zoom? Uh-oh, where's Zoom? You can't find Zoom.
We're here, we hear you.
At least we
Okay,
can hear you, right?
I'll find you in a second. Where's Zoom? Sorry.
All right, we still hear you.
Okay. Why did you disappear? No, I was already signed in. Oh, here it is. I don't know why. Is that it? This has never happened before. Huh. Hold on, technical difficulties. Huh?
Sometimes the tabs at the top can be confusing.
Oh, man.
I'm sure glad we saw the video before this happened.
I am too. I don't know why Zoom disappeared. Okay, let's. Oh,
That was a beautiful parade of ancestral sisters and brothers.
thank you, Brother Michaelisi. Okay, I might have to just sign off and come back on because this.
Well, we're
Can you
still on
quit?
Zoom. You just
Oh,
don't have the video. We have the audio Zoom. We just don't have the video.
Can you quit the PowerPoint? I
I-
think that's probably on display.
I thought I did.
It's still on the screen. So if you could close that, you might be able to see everything else.
Okay. Yeah.
Aha!
Yay.
Yay.
I just stopped the participants sharing.
Okay. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother minister. So who's the host? Who's Scotty? So good morning, we'll say. Good morning. This morning on this. Okay, good morning. I can hear me now. Good morning, we'll say. How's everybody on this Mama Jasiri morning?
Wonderful.
Blessed.
Despite the rest. Okay, and so I'm not sure who was scheduled to give pour libation for us this morning. And Minister Malley just raised his hand. So Minister Malley, would you come forward and pour libation for us? Thank you, my brother.
Good morning, family.
Good morning.
Oh, come on now, y'all could do better.
Good morning.
Grand Rising, good morning. You know, in Christian circles, today they're celebrating a holiday. And they tend to really emphasize about the meaning of saints, which are basically religious ancestors. And we just saw a cavalcade of ancestors who will
Ashe,
be saints for us.
Yes,
As
ashe.
a community who built this church.
yes, they did.
Because I don't know about y'all, without a choir, you don't have much of a church, especially when it comes to our folks. Because we love and we understand the connection
Yes, yes,
between the spirit,
yes,
music,
yes,
and art. And you can't have it without each other.
yes.
So those folks you saw are our saints. And so we always believe that in order for us to celebrate correctly, especially when today is really a unique celebration, because we're honoring one of our saints,
Yes, yes.
Mama Jasiri. So as I do libation this morning, I want you to think about those that you consider your saints. We always honor the ancestors and we call out folks from history, yet also it's about inviting folks who are uniquely connected to us. Because without those ancestors, you wouldn't be sitting here. Ashe? Am I by myself?
No, no.
I say,
Not by yourself.
So as I pour libation and I call forth folks that I believe are important to me enough that I wouldn't be here standing before you all. I want you to also think about them too. At the appropriate time, we're gonna call them out. Ashe?
Ashe.
okay.
Yeah. So I can't even begin to do any honoring of ancestors. I don't talk about my mom. Because she's
We
the
got
one
you.
who introduced me to blackness.
All right.
In an era in the 50s where blackness wasn't as popular as it may be today. Right. Yeah, I forgot. And so I'm going to honor my mama, Ruby Arusho. Also my auntie, who was my first teacher, and as my auntie was also my godmother. Janice Towns. Ashe.
Ashe.
How about you all? Mary Lyons. Monica Hand. Dorothy Jean Jackson. Margaret Williams.
Come and be with us.
Brad Hampton.
Come and be with us.
Glenn Williams.
Come and be with us.
McCullough. Michelle McCullough. Ricky Bailey.
Come and be with us.
Eldris and David Bridgeport. Alan Brooks.
Come and be with us.
Nasia Adisa.
Come and Mr. and
Jaha,
Mrs. Leroy and
Susanna.
Hazel Conley. Come and be with us. Mrs. Eugene.
My cousin
Lily
Patsy.
Young Senior.
Dolores Palmer.
Come and be with us. Brother Roland Young.
Elvis Palmer.
Come and be with us.
Sorella Brooks.
Brother Leroy Conley Jr.
Marcus Messiah Garvey.
Walter Brooks.
Garvey.
My
grandfather, Robert L. Davis.
Lockett.
Sam Graham,
Nina Capers.
Otis Watson.
Doris Johnson.
You hear?
Lizelle Williams.
Yes.
Come and be with us.
And so let us invite our ancestors to the north.
Ashe.
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 Our ancestors to the south.
Ashe.
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 Our ancestors to the east.
Ashe.
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 And our ancestors to the west.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Akini, Beto, Kowe,
Ashe. Ashe.
Ashe.
Ashe. Oh.
Ashe.
Ashe. Oh.
Thank you for that very beautiful prayer, Mama. Yes. Next, we're gonna have, Bill, just put up the affirmation. Next, we're gonna have Robert Catabasi come forward with for the affirmation. And then we're going to have announcements. And after the announcements, Brother Jeff, you know what to do.
Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, we'll say community, we'll say family, friends and guests. Welcome, one and all. Such a blessing to be able to get up and come out here on such a beautiful day. You know, we're getting to that part of the year where the weather in the Bay Area is so beautiful. And we're so blessed to be able to enjoy it. But I'm here for the affirmation. The affirmation we do every week. The idea being to remind ourselves, to recommit ourselves, and to have an understanding of what we're committing to. And so, you know, for like 45 years, we've been doing this. So everybody, please stand and recite your particular part of this affirmation, you know, with the understanding that this is what we are about. We're serious. We will know God's truth to be free and self-determined.
Creator, help us to remember the humanity, glory, and suffering of our ancestors and to add the struggles of our elders.
Let us strive to bring new vision and life to our people. Let there be peace and harmony among us.
Let us be loving, caring, and creative. Let us work, study, and listen. So we may learn to teach and cultivate self-reliance.
Grant us power, O Holy One.
Yes.
As we struggle to resurrect our hearts and our homeland.
We will raise our children according to the needs of our nation. With discipline, patience, devotion, and courage, we will strive to be the living model of the new direction of our people.
We are African people.
We are the children of God.
Thank you, everybody. I felt the energy of that. That was good.
All right, thank you, Baba Catabasi. Okay, I'm gonna try this again.
I want to ask her if she would be, you know, if she believes she can.
Can we get everybody to mute their, thank you, to mute their selves, please?
In your case, would you be shocked tomorrow you drive?
Oh, what, oh, man. Where'd it go? Okay, I've lost this again. Hold on. I'll try this one more time. Thank you. Thank you, Baba.
That was
Okay. Okay, so.
You have to have it open on the screen.
It is open, but I don't know what happened to it. Now I lost Zoom again.
Is this what you're trying to share?
Yeah.
Greeting each and
Okay,
every one
click
of
on
you.
that.
I clicked on it.
Glad to see everyone here that's here.
Where is it at on your screen?
You know,
Separately from that.
Well, part of the day, because our whole theme for the day,
You don't
His
even have
mama
to have
just
this
said-
showed right now. You could turn this
and
so people don't have to see. what
we
we're
are
doing.
family.
except
Yes. And so we are.
You need that.
I guess the most important thing is we go to more funerals than we do weddings.
Forget
Flip that
You're
script
going to be displaying it.
and
Yeah,
do them
forget
more
it now.
weddings. Just make sure that weddings not out.
You're trying to share something. You're trying to share something.
A little bit louder, please.
Document.
Can you Who's on the box over there?
I do it every week.
Charles?
Stay in the microphone.
I'm Betty?
Yeah.
Okay, it's direction. Okay, this is the time that we do a historical tribute. We do historical tribute to keep at least 5 to 7 generations of our people history alive. And we do that because we have people coming behind us.
Yes.
We have them coming behind us. When we do the slideshow on Mama Jasiri, you will see some generations on the picture. You'll see some of them is online, but a generation roughly is 25 years. That's what a generation is. And most people like to eliminate generation thoughts. That's why we talk about generation wealth. We don't have generational wealth because we don't push it past. So that's just why we do historical tribute. Today, historical tribute is dedicated to, it's not funny. It's personal, 4'8", little lady. 4'11", give or take. But my most important thing that I used to do, and she didn't like, right over her head. Right over her head. She didn't like that, but man, I love that one. That was my joy. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about her. She was born in 1949 in Slaughterneck, Delaware. This is our 29th year of keeping her name alive. That's a little over a generation. When I say it's a little over a generation, I just told you that 25 years make a generation. And some of the kids that she taught, and you'll see a picture when we get to her, you'll see a picture of her with some of the kids. Well, one is in the room. Some's gonna be on Zoom, but now they got kids or grandkids. So that's what a generation. So some of the kids on there, they never saw public school. They never said, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. You know, I did that. And so, you know, do not take little things lightly. Ileana Day is not a little thing. When you see Mama Jasiri picture in this one with the kids, what it's going to be the Pan-African Center for Progressive Education. And she was teaching over there just before they started school here in '85. So, you know, we got a little history. So we didn't just jump off the boat. And we was following in the footsteps of not just Ida B. Wells, but Mary McLeod Bethune, 50 Cent. Sometimes we can't get 50 cents out of people. And 50 cents, they go on the ground there. But anyway, this is the day we call Mama Jasiri Day, and we give thanks and praises that each and every one has come out. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do the founders, which was Okunona Oying and Mama Jasiri, and then we're gonna do the family, which is gonna be Jaleel Khalil, maybe Pat, maybe Aunt Tressa. I don't know who's gonna speak up, but they watching. I'm just telling you the order. And then we're gonna do friends. Anyone want to come up and do the friends? That's where we are. Everybody understand that one? So that's where we are on Miss Jasiri Naima Kadiri. So we give thanks and praises for her. I'll pour libation for her. As long as you got a little drink.
That's all it needs.
What's that? You want to do the song now or after? The song.
Okay.
We'll do it after. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, not that song, Jasiri.
I'm sorry, y'all. What we're doing next is Khalil's gonna come up. The order will be either Oying coming up on here or Okonona's coming up on here. And then after they come.
Gallery view back on.
Then we're gonna play a slideshow of Mama Jasiri and then the song. You got it, boss?
Gallery view because he's inviting these people in.
All right.
To be.
I'm good.
It's
my
going to
baby.
be speaking, whoever the speaker.
All right.
Oh, yeah, okay. Good morning, everybody online. Am I too
Good
loud?
morning.
I will say family, my biological family and friends. I think the theme that we're going with is we're all family, biological friends.
yes.
We are all here, to celebrate my mother. But she's also the mother of so many, right? Not just my biological mother. She's also the friend of so many. They kind of argue a little bit about who was the best.
Right.
Kind of came, you know, people get in there. Mama Gina said that was her, right?
Yeah.
And we love Mama Gina. Shout out to her.
Yes.
Rest in power. But
Yes.
so we're here to celebrate my mother today.
Ashe.
And when Babu Sadi and I got together, we talked about the 3 F's, the founders, family, and friends. And so we want to celebrate her legacy in being one of the founders in the community of Ileoma Day.
Yes.
And we want to do that by bringing Mommy Oyen or Mommy Okanona on. I don't know because I can't see who's on.
Put it on gallery.
If one of them wants to say a little something. Mommy Oyen, are you there?
Greetings. Mama Oyen is having technical problems. I'm trying to get her to call me so you can at least hear her voice.
Oh, that's anyway. They come up. That would be beautiful. That's Mama Okanona. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Whenever the speakers.
Greetings, family.
She's up now. Oh,
It's hard to see you, Sister Okanona.
Oh, is it hard? I'm
Yeah, you're not centered. Oh, yeah, you're coming into it.
better.
A little bit more.
Beautiful.
Oh, well.
Is that better?
No, you got half your face. That's what.
Oh, how about that?
No, that's less than half.
Oh, how about that?
No.
I see you, Mama Okanona.
I can see you fine.
Okay, I'm
then it's
trying to
enough
Seeing
that
half
they
of
can
your
see
face,
you.
Nantambu.
It's enough that they can see you.
We're seeing half of your face, Nantambu.
We see her fine.
You're fortunate.
So are you waiting for Mommy Oyen, Mama Okanona?
I'm waiting for Mama Oyen, but I'll go ahead and say a couple of things. And I don't know if folks want to argue, but Mama Jasiri loved me the most. So anyway, whatever. I had a couple of things. I wanted to say that Mama Jasiri was a good sister, a stone good sister. And I think that we can say a lot of what we can say about Mama Jasiri, we can also say about members of Wose community, which is that the reason for the bond that keeps us together, even though we're not physically together. But I would just say Mama Jasiri represented all those Nguzo Saba traits to the maximum. She was a good sister, sweet and very loving. And little thoughts were coming to my mind as I was trying to figure out how to express. But one of the things that comes to mind is I'll start with when I first met her, how strong she appeared to me, because she's this little petite thing with the most beautiful legs ever. But I just remember when not the first time, but not one of the first few times I saw her, she had Jaleel in her arms. And Jaleel was a little chunky, hunky baby. But Mama Jasiri had him in the crook of her arm, and she was going through the house like she was carrying a feather. And it just struck me how strong she was. But that's mother love. She had that baby in the crook of her arms, and he was not going to fall. I want you to know she was holding him. So that's the kind of mother that Baba Mahib and I left with our children with when we went to Kemet. We left our children with Mama Jasiri for over a week. And, you know, it was a huge ask, but she said yes willingly. And we didn't have one moment of worry about them because they were in her loving care. I will also say I want to just say that the pictures of the ancestors were really beautiful, and every single one of Mama just here was just elegant. So that is a word that I will use to describe her. She's elegant to me. She takes pictures beautifully. She's beautiful when you stand there and look at her. They were just really very nice. Um, I will just say also that Mama Jasiri was very kind. And I remember, I don't know where we were, but one of the cultural community musicians was playing, and that person felt that he was kind of off key, and people who were listening thought he was too because we knew his music. But anyway, after he finished, Mama Jasiri said, "That sounds good, baby." And we all had to laugh because we knew she was just being kind because he was totally off key. But she was that person. She always had something positive and kind to say to you. I mean, always. And it was so much so that you see it spilled over to her children, Kalia and Jaleel and Ranir, when he was here, all kind, thoughtful, wonderful people. And you know, that just must have came through the blood because Mama Jasiri had an abundance of that kind of vibration. um I when I think about Mama Jasiri, I think also about when we were in the building together. Her one at one point her classroom was right down the hall from mine, and we would have the children do something really special, make something special, and we would parade down the hall and show off for the other class. And we took turns doing that, going back and forth, and she just loved it and I loved to do it, and it just made teaching with her really very wonderful. I will say also that Mama Jasiri, she absolutely, you know, this loved Wose to the maximum. And she loved our people. She loved being an African person. I mean, you know, who else would say, tell a child, you are the black bean of my life? That's got to be something kind of special. But I just remember one day Mama Jasiri and I had gone to some kind of meeting, and after the meeting, we were going to stop and get a bite to eat. So we drove to this restaurant, and we got there, it was closed. And so we were standing there talking about what to do. And across the street from us, we were on East 14th Street, a sister was kind of walking and stumbling, and she had a child with her. And Mama Jasira and I were talking, but the sister fell. And before I knew it, she had jetted across the street, and I'm right behind her, going to the sister's aid. And unfortunately, the sister had been assaulted and had sustained a serious wound. But we walked her around to where she could be safe. And it just always is one of those pictures in my mind that Mama Jasiri always, always, always wore the love for her people on her sleeve, on her face, in her heart all the time. And she was just a good old sister. And I miss her. I love her. I've got that picture of her sitting, looking off maybe to the heavens, looking royal and regal. And I was glad to see that. So thank you for inviting me. I love her. I miss her. I love Wose. When Mama Oyen comes on, I hope that you will be able to hear her voice. And so thank you again for letting me participate.
Ashe. Ashe.
Love you.
Thank you.
Sure.
Are you guys open for other speakers?
There's Jalil there.
Okay. And Mama Sanyada.
She's running her program. Run the program, baby.
So we have the founders. We have the founders, which was Mommy Oyen and Mama Okanona. And when Mommy Oyen comes back on, Mama Okanona, you let me know if she can come in. If there was anybody else around that was a founder, then they can come on. But at this time, we are going to go to family. And my Auntie Pat, do you want to say anything? She says no, but she's beautiful though, isn't she? When you look at her,
Yes.
that's my mom's face too. Other space.
I'd like to say something. This is Sanyade. You guys used to call me Mama Zaida, I think. And I wanted to just say how much I I appreciated Jasiri myself and how much she taught me. Is that okay?
Mama Sanyata was around at the founding of Ileoma Day. I would love to hear what you have to say, Mama Sanyata. I would love to hear it.
So, okay, so one of the things that was amazing, I was like really young, inexperienced mom, and I feel like she taught me so much when I was there, particularly like vegetarian cooking and how to work with the children, and I remember her being like, she was such a connector and a person that could, like, she always wanted to smooth things over with people, and people sometimes they had little conflicts with each other, and she would find a way to make everything okay, and try to be able to satisfy everybody's, like, wishes and desires. And I just remember Jasiri a lot. I was really close with her. We talked a lot. We spent a lot of time talking, especially during the kids' nap time. And I remember she used to love to drink the pot liquor. And she used to have a thing about wet floors. You just could, if she was mopping the floor, you had to be completely out of the area because you cannot be on the wet floor. And I also remember the 1989 earthquake, and we were in that building, and we had to try to keep the children safe. And after that happened, um, we were all really scared. Everybody had never been through something like that before. We couldn't reach our families and everything. And I believe that we were picked up possibly even by Baba Ustadi, and we were brought over to their house. And we were staying there until my husband at the time came to pick us up. And so that's how we were really, really close. And I think about her very often. So I just wanted to share that.
Okay, thank you.
Ashe, Ashe.
Thank you. Okay, so now, if my Auntie Pat is not gonna talk to the world, family, right? Then I'm the next in line. And so what am I gonna say? I'm not gonna take up a whole bunch of time, so much love that I have for my mom. I thought about how grateful I am about the little things that my mother brought to my life. I think we're all aware about how brilliant she was. She showed up, she worked hard every day. And as a mother, it was the same. And the little things were like, I can remember we lived on a house on Ritchie, and we would go in the backyard and we would put ladybugs in a jar with grass. It was like a whole field trip in the backyard. And we were right in the backyard, but she made it so special for me. Like we were doing something amazing. Everything that we did, every birthday, every holiday, every walk, there was something to find. There was a song that you sing. There was look to the left, look to the right. No cars in sight. Everything's all right. Go. Yeah, it was like everything was there was so much joy in every part of my life. I'm gonna cry now.
That's all right.
Because of my mother. And I'm thankful because I look around. People are not happy.
Right.
As I get older and people are dealing with mental health issues.
Yeah.
They don't have a home like we'll say to come to.
Right.
They don't have a home, even though it's not physical. My mother's home, it's in my heart, right? And I have so much love and so much joy, and I get to share it with my sisters and my brother that passed. It was just so much joy for the simple things, for breath in your body, because that's every morning she came in my room singing this song. It's time to wake up, baby. Like there was like joy in every step. And her life early was not easy. She's dark skinned with this coily, beautiful hair. And she transcended all that to become something so beautiful. to give it to me, I never good hair. What is that? Well, that's a concept that was foreign to my life.
Right.
You understand that
Yeah.
there is no difference in hair. Hair is good if it grows.
Yeah.
Right? And that's something that my mother, oh, thank you so much, Mama. It's something that my mother gave to me. And so I'm beyond grateful that she had this community to grow in. I'm so thankful for all of my Baba Mahibs and my Baba Gregs, and my Babu Stadi, obviously. I'm just so grateful for Mama Nzinga and Mama Okanona, and Mama Fahimas, and Mama Concaves. I'm just, I can't say enough about standing here in her legacy as her daughter and just being thankful and grateful for all of you, Mama Rose, for everyone in this room, for everyone on Zoom, for Baba Imhotep for posting that picture. Just like so grateful, so thankful that I grew up here with the mother that I had, and all of this love around. So thank you for letting me say something.
I can always stand you.
All right. So Jaleel, that's my baby.
Here.
So this is family. This is biological family because we all family, right? But this is my baby brother Jaleel and Lizar Whaley. And what do you have to say?
Greetings. Greetings. Greetings.
Greetings.
How's everybody doing this morning?
Good.
Wonderful,
What-
brother.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm not going to take too much time either. And I'm kind of just going to go off what Kalia said as far as appreciation for the kind of person that Mama Jasiri was. And I know that a lot of people talk about the spirit and everything like that. And I feel like it's more of a energy transfer that really changed everything. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure I didn't see anything else. So it was more of like an energy shift for me to where I feel like I'm not a big picture guy where everybody has pictures everywhere. I go off energy solely. So with my mom, I feel like her energy is everything. And I feel like that's what made everything shift. From her coming all the way from Delaware to coming to California to be able to accomplish everything that she did in a short period of time, because she didn't live very long, you know. So for what she did with the time that she was given, I feel like God gave her a different kind of energy, and that's what lives through all of us, you know. So just with that being the main thing that keeps me driven, you know, like anywhere I go, I feel like I have Mama Jasiri with me, you know. So that's pretty much wraps up kind of like what I wanted to say. I just want everybody to say to keep Mama Jasiri's energy with you.
Ashe, Jalil,
Ashe. Ashe.
thank you, Asante Sana.
Ashe. Kalia Oyen has joined us. But before Oyen speaks, Oyen, you're on mute. I want to share this picture that I think is relevant to these proceedings because it has Ranier's picture in it. And these guys got together later in life, and they posted this, the original Wose Youth. And this is Ranier here in the center. Asante Holmes.
That's Ranier's best friend, Bob, on the right there from junior high school.
Yeah. All right. I just wanted to share that picture.
How beautiful.
Ashe.
Ashe.
And of course,
Ashe.
that doesn't have everybody, because another one in that crew been Mama Oyen's baby. Girl, my brain is
Dingani.
Dingani, my brain. Dingani was another one of that crew, so we just have to remember.
Yes.
All right. Oyen, you're on mute. Okay, take yourself off mute. There you go.
I was going to say, Dingani considered Ranier his brother, and they lived together in Georgia. He stayed with them for a while. He was devastated, I can tell you that. And my granddaughter and my daughter-in-law, they love Ranier. And so, you know, it was hard, but I mean, just saying that it's just wonderful that they all grew up together and had that chance, and they met through, you know, Mothers of Wose. So yeah.
Now let us know about your association with Sister Jasiri.
So Mommy Oyin, this is your time to share as a founder of
Okay. Yeah, I know every year, you know, we share something, and I've shared some poems, and I want to really, really make this about her. Um, I I can just say shortly, if somebody asks me, who was Mama Jasira and who are you to you? I would say she was cute, she was sweet, she had the most beautiful smile that would knock your socks off.
Yes.
That's just brief. And I want to share this, talking about energy. Last year, I met this sister and her husband, and she had 4 children. She loved children. She's a little woman, just like Mama Jessie. And her children could say all of the countries in Africa in alphabetical order together. They started at 11 up to 14 years old, 13 years old, 14, yeah. So one day, she was talking to me, and I said, she sounds like somebody that I know. And after a while, it struck me. This woman's voice was exactly the same voice like Mama Jasiri. And I called Okanoni to tell her that. And I said, you have to meet her. You're going to hear her. You know, when they say God makes you and they don't make anything else like you, that's not true. I think God molds us, and some of us look like each other in the face and the shape, but also in the voice and her energy. She had that kind of energy that was like coming from an older woman, an older, wise woman. And that's the other thing about Jasiri. She had that old, wise woman way. You could tell she was raised probably around her grandmother or a great aunt or something like that. I think you guys know better than me. So, I just wanted to share that. And the other thing I wanted to share was that I'm not sure if in the classroom they sing this song, because I know Mama Kanke has a lot of where Mama Jasiri did her circle time. But this is one of the things I thought about sharing, because I don't want to take up too much time. One day the kids were taking a nap, and she said, Yinny, that's what she used to call me for short. She says, I got a song. I said, come on, girl, let me hear it. So I'm not a singer. So if you know this song, raise your hand. If you don't know it, make note of it. And she did this one. Ile Omo Day, come with us and stay. It's the house of the children. Ile Omo Day, come with us and play. It's the house of the children. Come with us and learn about your history, and then you will see how great you can be. Ile Omo Day, come with us and pray. It's the house of the children. So if you
Thought you
haven't
said you
been,
couldn't sing.
well, if you haven't been singing it, then just listen to this recording. I'm sure Mama Kanke has one of her. So yeah, that's really all I wanted to share, and that just embraced everything. That who she was about, in terms, especially being at Wose Community Church. She just was. I've said everything I could say about Mama Jessie, but that was one of her songs. And I hope it continues to be sung in the preschool or, with the little children. Yeah. So that's it.
Ashe, Ashe.
Say how beautiful.
Ashe. Ashe. Ashe.
Love you
I think
guys.
I think Mama Oyen should tell the cake story.
Oh, Lord.
Uh-oh, we know this one. Uh-oh.
I told this one before some years ago. Okay, so another one of the things I want to say about her cute little self, she also loved to eat.
Yes.
Okay. So we were taking the children to it was Black History Month, and Monica Hand was a member of We'll Say Then, and she passed, God rest her soul. She had some position at the post office, and she said, well, why don't you bring the children over there? This is just a preschool, of course, because, we're celebrating Black History Month, and we have everything set up for you guys. So we went there, we had a tour of the post office. That was our little field trip too, so they can learn about that. And upstairs, it was this room. She just set up a banquet for us, and so everybody ate, and we had a wonderful time. And when it was time for us to go, I said, where's Mama Jasiri? Oh, wait a minute, I forgot to tell you this. This is the kicker. So Jasiri and I were on this cleanse with Dr. Goss. I don't know if anybody else ever tried Dr. Goss's cleanse, but it is a roto-rooter. That's all I can tell you. And we were really, really having pains. So after that, we were supposed to eat very lightly. Okay. So anyway, get back to the post office. So I said, where is Mama Jasiri? And we looking around. And so I went into the room where the banquet was. And Mama Jasiri was in there with her hands to her mouth, and she had icing all over her mouth. And she said, Yinny, I can't help it. I can't help it anymore. I can't go any longer. So anyway, I always remember that about her. We caught her in the act, okay? So yeah, that's the story.
Thank you, Mommy Oyin.
Yeah.
So, my mother did love food. Her cousin Grace likes to tell a story about you knew my mother was eating when they were little girls because you would pick her empty plate up and there would be a gravy circle around the plate. So yeah, she did love some food. So I'm surprised she made it on that cleanse. So now we are going to go, we're gonna do the slideshow. Brother Jeff? We're gonna do the slideshow. Come on, Brother Jeff. Okay, so friends that are on Zoom.
Everybody say.
All right. So any friends that are here on Zoom that want to say something, now is your time. Mama Tabia, who is one of her best friends, she didn't feel well today. She was gonna come on and say something, but she texted me early this morning and said that she didn't feel well. So is anybody else there on Zoom, a friend that has something that they want to share? And then
Let me say a little something. This is Brother Makalisi. I'm sure that Mama Jasiri would not want us to forget that Ile Omode got its start in Mama Oyen's home, in her house. That her family and everybody had to step aside and give Ile Omode some space. So that was before we had our facility to house the school. Started in Mama Oyen's home with her family, and they did a great job, planted that seed real strong, and that's why we're still existing. Thank you, Mama Oyen. And again, Mama Jasiri would not want us to let that pass.
Okay. Ashe.
This is Nantambu. I met Mama Jasiri in Los Angeles around that same, 1974. She was there like I was to learn how to start a school. And she was very nice to me. One of the first sisters I've met since I moved to California. She invited me to Wose, and I eventually came, but she was just very nice, and I remember that. She's a beautiful woman, as everybody said. Thank you.
Can I just show 30 seconds of Mama Jasiri dancing? She came to our wedding and surprised us and danced at the reception at our wedding.
Shit.
That wasn't planned. I mean, that was
Ashe.
No, it wasn't. Well, they planned it. We didn't know it was going to happen.
Blessing.
So I don't know if anybody else on Zoom wants to come, but if not, now's the time. If you're a friend here in the building, if you want to come and say something about Mama Jasiri, share anything, a good memory, a story, we'd love to have you come and a few minutes of your time. Grand Rising family.
Grand Rising.
I never had the pleasure of meeting Mama Jasiri. Have the pleasure of knowing her beautiful daughter and her husband and her grandchild, but never had the honor of really knowing her. I've always also had the honor of a few people complimenting me that I remind them a little bit of her. So I live with her cousin, Dr. Grace Carroll. And Dr. Grace Carroll is an incredible cook. I know that Jasiri loved hanging out with her because she always cooking really good stuff. And I've been eating a lot of it. So last week, she mentors these youth and she invited the youth over and she showed them how to make this Japanese meal, Okakomi Miki. And we had the meal. And at the end of the meal, I'm looking at the plate and I'm like looking at it because I'm thinking it's got to be a break in the plate. Is it a crack in it or something? Because when I went to lift my plate up to go put it in the kitchen, there's this big old ring on the placemat. And I'm like, I don't eat like that, my stuff all over the plate and stuff. But when I lifted it and she came and she saw it, she started smiling and she got all teary and stuff. And she said, girl, my cousin Jasiri, every time she ate, it'd be a big old pool underneath her plate. I think that she, that's gotta be her, because I couldn't figure out how I made that mess. So never had the pleasure of meeting her. She may have channeled herself through my messy plate last week. But I'm just grateful for this family of Jose, grateful for Mama Jasiri and all the wonderful things that come from that preschool that she founded. Thank you.
I would like to say something, Lee.
Dr. Grace told me to tell you all that she's so sorry that she is not here. It's her son's birthday weekend, and she's at a concert with him in Denver. But she asked me to let you all know that she's here in spirit and to also thank you for honoring her.
Ashe.
Hey, once they get to that microphone, we can't hear on Zoom.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Kind of barely though.
Okay, can you turn it up?
As loud as it is.
Yeah, but it's just that particular microphone that we have on Zoom have a hard time hearing.
Well, first to begin, I want to say that I was Jasiri's favorite.
Wait a minute.
See what you started?
Okay, Mama Okanona.
See what you started?
I don't want to compete with Mama Okanona, but so I won't. I had the pleasure of being the commissioner for education and training at the beginning of WOSE. So I had the pleasure of being here at the beginning. And one of the beautiful things was how the three of those sisters worked together so seamless. There were lots of times that there were challenges that being new and not having a lot of money and all kinds of things would have stopped stronger, we thought, people, but they were seamless together. And it was always an honor because, yeah, Jasiri knew how to soothe everything down. All that excitement, all that problems, she soothed it down. And my favorite story is one day I was here at lunchtime and she stepped out of the room and her children were eating in the classroom. And there was a commotion. So she stepped inside the room and somebody said, there's someone was throwing food. And she said, throwing food? Who threw food? And everybody looked real innocent. And she said, what are the principles? And they said, all of them, truth, justice, and right order. And she said, truth, who threw food? And some little person said, well, I didn't mean to. And just like that, she got the truth out. That was Mama Jasiri.
Okay. Can everyone hear me okay?
All right.
Wow. My name is Brother Allende. I came to this church when they were on Madison Street at the temple there, and Minister Calhoun, which is between him and Bishop Cummings, the only ministers I've ever known that have inspired me to become all that I have become. And Mama Jasiri was the only mother I ever had. And when I was teaching upstairs at the African Children's Advanced Learning Center, every day she would bring me a plate of food. She took care of me like she was my own, and Khalil and Kalia, because at that time, I think Khalil's dreads were taller than he was, but he knew every Swahili term, every Swahili number. One of the greatest young men of that age I had ever known. He had the wisdom of people twice his age, as did Kalia, who was just an amazing human being. And I think she might be about an inch taller than she was then, but an amazing, absolutely amazing young sister and brother. I enjoyed them both immensely. But she saw I wasn't feeling well one day before I even knew it, and she invited me downstairs, and she put together something. And because I loved her so much, and so, I mean, I trusted her with my life. I never even asked what it was, but all I know is she had me drink it. And an hour later, I felt better. I felt nothing at all because she took care of me that way. And I remember, and lastly, at my initial departing from Wosay, I threw a camp for the kids, and there was a little confusion at that time. But at the end of the day, she called me and she said, "Allende, I believe in you and everything you stand for." And that carried me through the rest of my life. And I love that woman so much, and I still do. And being here today and seeing those pictures, it just really reminds me of who she truly was and what she truly gave to everyone, including myself. And to that I say Ashe.
Ashe.
Greetings. And to Minister Maklizi, Mama Okonona, and Mama Oyen, I hope you see this heart. I'm sending you love. Love to Mama Jasiri. I came to Ileomo Day, I think it was 1994, under the leadership of Mama Okonona as principal. And that's when I met Mama Jasiri. And then shortly after, maybe a few years, Minister Maklizi invited me when Mama Okonona moved to lead the school. And so I was able to work with Mama Jasiri in more than one way. As a teacher at the school, and Mama Kasum here as well in the preschool. As a teacher here, a teacher and as a director, sometimes I would come to work tired. Just from life, it wears you. But I'm telling you, every time I walked in that front door, because her class is right there, she would smile, "I'm good." That smile, just like, okay, I'm ready for the day. Now, I did not know about her eating reputation, but I discovered it, as time went on. I would have my little private parties in my classroom. I had the 2nd and 3rd grade. Here, knock on the door. Open the door, there's Mama Jasiri with her whole class. And I just enjoyed her authentic nature. I don't think I ever saw her angry. She was always pleasant. She would have long days here. We would be here from first thing in the morning. She was usually the first one here. And then those meetings at the end of the day, she would sit peacefully and quietly, just knitting. So she had just a wonderful nature. I think listening today and losing both my husband and my son, we were a part of Wose and Ileomo Day. And that's a heavy thing to carry when you lose someone. And so you walk with that loss and that ache, but being here and being present in this moment and the celebration of life is so important.
Yes, yes.
And having hearing the tone of her daughter's voice, hearing Jasiri and the smile and Babu Stadi, it just reminds of how important events like this are. Yes. That our family and our relatives and the spirit of them, as her son said, is still with us. And so I want to thank Babu Stadi for inviting me out this evening. Wose is like my home too. Mama Kasuma tell you, if there was an event at Wose, we would be in that kitchen the next day. Sunday event and meal, Monday we were downstairs. And so it's a beautiful community of people and brilliance and movement in Oakland. And I'm so glad that, it's rooted deeply here and it is still here. And so I want to send blessings and peace to Mama Jasiri and to all of our loved ones who have gone on before us. And thank you for this opportunity and love to everyone on Zoom.
Ashe, Ashe.
Ashe.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mama Matt. It's so good to see all the connections to Mama Jasiri. It's because her life was so rich. But I just really wanted to come up here for a second because I have to make a claim. Mama Jasiri was my best friend. So Mama Okono, but I know. I know.
She had a lot of besties. Let's say
I know
she had
we
a lot of
have to
besties.
share her, but I always have to make
Yes.
my claim.
Yes.
Like I make
It's
my
all
claim,
right.
Mama Rose, but I have to make my claim. But
That's right.
My sons actually share the same best friends. I know how you can do that, but I don't like to. But Mama Jasiri was like that. You knew Mama Jasiri, you felt that she was yours because that's what she gave to you. You could have been her sugar pie, sugar baby, oh
Yes.
baby this, oh baby that. You were always just special to her. So just real quick, the other day we out in the play yard, one of the new parents said she was coming to pick her child up. She got, God, these children never want to come home. And it took me right to Mama Jasiri's classroom. Immediately gave me that remembrance of we had to shut Mama Jasiri's class down in the evening because people wouldn't go home. Wow. It was always the party in Mama Jasiri's room. You pick your children up, you go in there and you'd be dancing, singing. And yes, we know, like Mo Ying said, she was the first one here and she'd be the first one to leave, the last one to leave. So just happy that we always celebrate Mama Jasiri. She is one ancestor's name that has been spoken so many times.
Ashe.
And it's really something to say about that. Like Jaleel said, she came in this world with this energy. Right. And her energy is high and her energy is real and her energy is true. Because she stood on Maat tall with her little self. So anyway, I love Mama Jasiri.
Good day, family. Good day. Thank you. I'm here because I think it's okay.
No, they
Everybody hear
can't
me?
hear you in the Zoom.
Oh.
So you have to pull the mic down to your mouth.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. my name is Monica, and Babu Sadi called me and told me what was going on today, and I'm very honored to talk about my relationship with Mama Jasiri. I first met her. Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. I first met her when my husband at the time and I decided that we wanted to entrust our children to Black people for their education. And my daughter and my son were in the group picture. And so Baba Stadi, I need your help. What was the name of the school in San Francisco where we started? Thank you. So I met Mama Jasiri there, and I was just so impressed with her hard work, her dedication, and her love for the children. We were about the same age. She had a boy and a girl, and I had a boy and a girl. Mine are a little older. And Ayana sends her love today and wishes she could be here. So then the school ended up closing, and we followed Mama Jasiri to Oakland, and we came here, and my son went here for probably part of the year, but because of personal circumstances, we ended up putting them in another Black-owned school. But what I went away with after leaving was, I want to entrust my children to Black education so they know who they are, where they come from, what greatness we can be. And the turn in my story is that many, many, many years later, my daughter, and I'm getting emotional because I never imagined my daughter and her husband, due to the horrible public school system, they sought out Ileoma Day. And I'm like, this is like 25 years later, and now I've come full circle. I have witnessed a legend in my lifetime that has left a legacy in our community, in our family, with just the love of her dedication to education. Ileoma Day is still standing. So my grandson, my oldest grandson, came here in the 7th grade. He thrived. He just excelled. And he's now a freshman at Cal State Fullerton. Thank you, Baba Jahi. And now I have 2 more coming behind him. One an 8th grader who will graduate, God willing, in next month. And he's on his way to St. Joseph's. But they've received the foundation and to go anywhere. Their opportunity and their excellence is just boundless, limitless. And then he has a younger sister behind him who's going from 5th grade to 6th grade. So it's been my absolute honor to be associated with this school, to have known Mama Jasiri, who is just a legend, a heroine, a person that I actually knew and met and had the opportunity to see her and see it come full circle in my family. So I appreciate seeing all of you all today. And one last thing, if my cousin is on Zoom, Bill, who used to be the previous minister here back in the day, I love you and I hope you're listening. Bill Calhoun.
Yes, yes.
Thank you all.
Yes.
Thank you.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Grand Rising, everyone. I remember the Bantaba dancing in here, Jasiri, when she transitioned. I just got up to say one thing. Fabayo asked me to give you the greetings. and she sent her love. I spoke with her right before I came. So I just wanted to tell you that because she asked me to deliver the message. Okay? Thank you.
I said. Another legend.
Tala de oshun tala de olumi, oshun tala de tala de oshun tala de olumi, oshun tala de ye maja odoya, ye maja odoya. Nabera da playa no fundo do mar, nabera da playa no fundo do mar. Odosiaba, 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 Odosiaba. Edumare, 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 Mario, Edumare. Edumare, Neopese, Fuwaore, Edumare, Neopese, Fumi. Ibinko Lawa, Ibinko Lateo. Edumare, Neopese, Fuwaore. Creator, provide for us, provide for me. The snail has no arms, the snail has no legs, yet it is provided for. Creator, provide for us, provide for me. My elder sister, the theory, because she came forward 1 year before me, I would share, a lot of the 25, because at one point I resided right next door. So, we interacted a lot. There was nothing but mutual respect, as we say. A lot. Everything. I love her. I wouldn't get up to come here this morning unless, it's somebody that I really care about, and I thank you for starting for reminding me and love to all of you. So that was some of the energy that I would share with her, and now, not to take too much time. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Right out there. Oh, Mama Keisha.
Okay, so let's stop. Now we know it's a travesty not to do all three stanzas, but for today we let that slide. Okay? All love and blessing every time. I share.
Papa Val. He's been around my whole life. So, Fleur, you want to say something? Because my mom has a legacy that began, you just heard about Pan African People's Organization before she came to Wosay, and they started Ileama Day. She was my mother, right? And she also had a daycare center in her home before all of that. And we lived over on Vicksburg. I think we lived on Vicksburg. She had a daycare center. And my best friend, who is online now, who is still my best friend, her brother and she were they were at my mom's daycare center all those years before. Fleur, do you want to say something?
Yes, ma'am. How is everyone doing on today? All praises to the
We're
Most
doing well,
High.
thank you.
Mama Okanona, Mama Oyin, Jaleel, Kalia, Tamara, all babas and all mamas. She was my godmother. She was of extreme wealth. She was a woman of virtue. My mother entrusted her to care for my brother and I for many years. That says a lot. Like the sister said, that's a lot to entrust someone to care for your kids. She inspired me. She put greatness in everything that she did. She loved her community. She was kind. She taught me love. I'm able to love. She surely changed the trajectory of my life, right? She put a strong hold on my life, so much to whereas I am the woman that I am today. I am industrious. I am kind. I am community. I am love. She definitely created three wonderful human beings, outstanding, excellent in nature, good in nature, wonderful in God. I would just like to say, Celia, thank you so much for continuing to be an inspiration in my life, exuding all things Mama Ja. Thank you so much for all the mamas and babas that are still in my life. And I would like to say, she wasn't my best friend. She was my godmother, but she was the only one that she would make her famous tofu for. Thank you. Love you guys. Ashe.
Okay. So, oh yeah, she was famous for the sweet and sour tofu. If you ever got some, yeah, good luck getting it again. So Baba, are you coming now? Baba Car Kuyate is here. Baba Stadi's gonna bring him in. Okay, just wait. Uh-huh. I love you all.
Ashe.
Give her a hand because we had planned all of this a while back, but it's all good. Ain't nothing but family. So here's what we're gonna do. Hit me one time here. Hit me one time. Hit me one time. I'm just serious couldn't do all this. But anyway, we had our problems. That's not fun. Yeah, what?
Family.
You got who?
I got all my brothers with me. We are family.
Hey. All right, ladies and gentlemen. What we're gonna do here is a bubble. Why you smiling, brother? I can tell you to smile. Brother, like you, smile, man. It's gonna really get something. What you gonna play, bro? Give me a song. Don't you see this difference between us, man? Old folks, they tell you the name of the song and what it's about. What you want? Yeah, you see, I'm just gonna do it. I'm a free rider. But it's all good. I ain't mad at you. You know, wisdom has to be passed down.
you know? But thank God that we still have some brothers still around. Yeah. And I'm not knocking you at all. I'm not knocking you. But it's very important about passing down wisdom.
Yes, yeah.
See, because sometimes the wisdom, it don't get passed down. And we can't get mad at children who we haven't taught.
Right. Tell the truth.
How we gonna get mad?
Tell
We
the
can't.
truth.
It's
Yes,
impossible.
yes, yes.
We should get mad at ourselves because the youth are our future. And children are the reward of life. We gotta think about what we're doing. So we're here and we'll say, trying to restart life. That's what we're trying to do. Restart life how? By teaching.
Come on.
Teaching, not joking, teaching. The difference between teaching and joking. Matter of fact, Monica was Malik, that's her son. What happened, we went to Shelton. When we shut down Khalil, everybody went to Shelton. Yeah. Shelton used to be a school. Yeah. So Shelton wasn't happening. So that's how the African Children Advanced Learning Center started. Yeah. We started over here. Because Shelton, it was a good school. It was a good school. That's what I said. It was a black school, it was a good school. So we started our own because we was more national, we were more Pan-African. We was more, on the black hand side, we did Kwanzaa, we didn't do Christmas. I'm just telling you, I think that was like 88, somewhere there, right? Right. But let me just tell you about her son. Now, this is the bad thing about, it's not a bad thing, let me give you a good thing. We did the Husia every morning. We did, this is the one that her son Malik got me on. He used to blow up like a frog. Get mad. He couldn't whoop nobody. But anyway, Malik got me on this. I had, we taught him, I must control my thoughts. I must control my action. I must have devotion, perfect, I ain't gonna go through those. But anyway, one of the things that we had taught, I have not abused any boy or girl. I have not made line of habit. I never have stolen anything, right? So we upstairs. Malik must have been about maybe 6 or 7, I don't know. Anyway, a pencil was on the ground. So, I did a Columbus thing. I discovered the pencil. So I discovered the pencil. So I was writing, and Malik said, Bible study, you got my pencil. I said, man, this ain't your pencil. He said, you know what the brother had the nerve to say to me? Have you made line of habit? I had to give him the pencil. So, like Khalil used to tell me all the time, she said, Daddy, keep talking to me. I might not, you don't think I'm listening, but keep talking. I kept talking to him. I'm just saying that's how things change. You got to teach. But anyway, getting back to my main man over here, he just gonna hit a little bit. He just gonna give me a little something. Give me a little something. Tell them your name, brother. Barber. Don't be running. See, this is the kind of brothers we like to raise. Although sometimes he think he can whoop you. I love him. He played good. He played. That was good, brother. I really appreciate you. He didn't know Mama Jasiri. It was way before Mama Jasiri's time, but he came through he came through Mama Jasiri's school. And this is what we have to be as an African people. Oh, I'm sorry. His name, I get it mixed up. It's not a Boubacar. It's a Babacar. I had to check myself because that's it. But we'll give him another hand, will you? Because see, if we don't encourage our young people, somebody on the street will. That's good. Okay, now at this particular time, we are going to end this thing on Mama Jasiri. So,
Bible study. Before you end, can I share what I brought to share?
Well, brother, come on.
All right, Brother Jeff. I spent all week looking for this video. Brother Jeff, I sent it to Brother Jeff. Brother Jeff, we're ready for the video.
Okay. Okay, I have one person that did not come up here, but I'm gonna recognize her anyway. Her name is Kasum. Kasum also worked in the preschool with Mama Jasiri. So stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Child, that's Mama Kasum. I have both of her kids. The husband can stand up right now, please. That's naive. But anyway, I have both of her kids in my school. Okay, now, before I leave and get out of here, this is the only thing I have to say. Hey, come on, y'all. Come on. Come on, y'all. Hey, here, go. Hey. Oh, look at that. You just like that. I really appreciate everybody coming out. But now in the time of our service, we have the litany of sacrifice. And Brother Bill, would you please put it up, please, sir? Okay. Could everybody please stand? Stand. There's some black folks standing tall. Okay. Here we go. Do I need to stand here? I need to stand. Save us, O Holy One, by your name. Vindicate us by your might. Hear my prayer, divine protector. Listen to the words of my mouth. How can we repay the Holy One for the gift that has been given to us? We will lift up the cup of salvation and call upon the God of our ancestors. We will fulfill our vows to our Creator in the presence of all our people. Gladly we bring our sacrifices to you. We will praise your name, O Amen, for it is good. Okay, now I'm gonna be the leader. You guys gonna be the community. I'm the leader. Umoja, unity. We strive to maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and race.
Self-determination. We shall mind, name, create, speak for ourselves.
Ujima, collective work and responsibility. We shall build and maintain our community together. Our brothers and sisters' problems shall be ours to solve together.
Cooperative economics. Together we shall build and maintain our own businesses and together profit from them.
Nia, purpose. We shall make our collective vocation the building and development of our community and the restoration of our people to our traditional greatness.
Kumba, creativity. We shall do as much as we can in any way we can to leave our community more beautiful and beneficial than we inherited.
Money, faith. We will believe with all our hearts and in our God and our people.
And in the righteousness and the victory of our struggle.
This is the time in our community that we take up offerings to not only project and send out positive messages, but also to pay the bills for Ilioma Day, pay the bills for the light that you see on, pay the bills for the cheers that you see. So if those who have the gift, we appreciate it. Those who don't, we appreciate it. But the most important part, you can sit down now. The most important part is just that what we do for ourselves and what we know for ourselves will determine who our self-work will be worth. So let us pray that we can be worse, something in the eyes of our children. Okay, I'm not gonna say every head or every eye closed, but I'm gonna say a prayer. Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, we come here today giving thanks and praises for Mama Jasiri. We give thanks and praises for each and every one that came out today to show respect. We give thanks for life, health, and strength. We give thanks, Holy One, to see another day. We pray for those who are unhoused. We pray for those who are looking for understanding or get a closer walk with you, O Holy One. No matter what you might call him, there is but one God. May it be Amin Ra, may it be Olotumare, maybe it be Allah, maybe it be Sham, maybe it be Buddha. Just whatever we believe, let us believe in ourselves, because God living in us and through us has made us who we are today. So we give thanks and praises for what Mama Jasiri have touched so many people, and she's been gone 29 years. That's more than a generation. Generation is 25. So help us, Holy One, to walk in that path, walk in the path of righteousness. Righteousness.
I'm doing okay.
Touch all of those who are maybe locked in their beds and don't have they cannot move, those who cannot see. Help us, Holy One, pray for them. And we have friends that are praying for Brother Takuma King. Brother Takuma King, anyway, I'm gonna move on. Just be thankful that we have eyes that can see, legs that can walk, ears that can hear, tongue that can speak. Help us, Holy One, to speak the truth, know the truth, and be the truth. This is our prayer today and forevermore. I say amen and I say. From here, I will turn it over to our minister, Minister Mally Kofi. Could you please come up, sir? Shake it off, brother.
Hey, shake it off. Well, as a former African dancer, hearing this music was hard to resist, breaking the move. But then I remembered I used to be a dancer, so I didn't break a move this time.
You did yesterday.
See, you wasn't supposed to tell.
Oh, yeah, I'm telling. I'm telling. He broke out and showed out yesterday.
That's why I had nothing left for today.
All right. Well, I understand because I was watching you. You was on it.
We have indeed enjoyed a marvelous celebration, which would not have been successful if it wasn't for all of you. A legacy is not something on paper, but it's about the life you live and how you touch others.
Yes, yes.
And obviously, Mama Jasiri continues to touch others. Ilioma Day is here, is strong. We have a church that's here, and we're all honoring a legacy. I just want to also thank Baba Val Sarat, who, no matter where you are in your relationship with the divine, one of the beauties about being an African is you can have a lot of different belief systems under one house.
Come on now.
And I've always vowed to support everything that comes out of our community, no matter where it may be. So I just wanted to thank him again because it's been so many years, and he always comes through and shares a bit of wisdom. I also want to acknowledge that we didn't do announcements, which is something that we try to keep track of. And I want to make sure folks realize that on First Sunday, we're going to be honoring for Ilioma Day. We have graduates who also earn scholarships. We have one graduate who earned a PhD. A PhD. And we also have upcoming a fundraiser with the Bike-a-thon. I don't ride bikes, but I will contribute money. And also Baba Jahid has offered to celebrate the church giving of scholarships for some of the Ilioma Day graduates. And that will be on the first Sunday. So please, if you can, come and support, cheer for these young folks. We have a lot of things that we will complain about or find issues with, and very few things where we can celebrate the successes. Ilioma Day is an institution of success. The young people need to be reminded that they are acknowledged and honored, and they're not just squares for success, academically as well as socially. So please, it's real important. It's one of my things that I really want to see the young folks get all the cheers they can, because they'll get plenty of the other mess. And this needs to be a place where they can come, know they'll be appreciated, and as Baba Val said, respected for what they can contribute, because that's our future families, our future communities, and they need to get celebrated. That's why you see Boubacar come here. He's an Ilioma Day graduate. Y'all don't hear me? He contributes his time, and he is demanded in the community. You know what I'm saying? I have to go to Mama Kelly and just please stick us on the calendar somewhere along the line. Because it ain't just for Black History Month. He's demanded all year long, y'all. Yet he finds a way to come here and give. I'm not trying to do a sermon, and we didn't have a message today except the life of Mama Jusiri. But I just want y'all to remember that. There's a reason why we come together. And the outcome of what we come together is to see these young folks.
Yes, say that.
To
Say
see them.
Say that.
To keep continuing the legacy that we saw fit to start 40 years ago. I love it that the former minister over our church, sister, is still connected. Because that's where they are. Regardless of where we end up, wherever we're headed on that journey, there's a mutual thing. And we got to do it in our real living, y'all. Ashe? Ashe? One more time. Ashe? All righty then. So let's rise as we close our service and get ready to eat some really, really good food. Much like Mama just said, I'm a connoisseur of good eating. Yes, Sir Cliff. Well,
We're gonna lift every voice and sing one more time.
oh, yeah. And if Val wants to do a little talking drum as we do another version, so we just not gonna do 3 stanzas. Mama Keisha got 2 of them at least. Okay, well. Yes, sir. Yes. Baba Baba Val. Baba Val, come on forward, please. Gotta close.
I'd like to sneak in one announcement.
Go
That,
ahead.
Dr. Uma King, who really worked with so many of our children with various youth arts. Yes. He's been, in the rehab place, but again, they say so-called insurance does not qualify to get the kind of therapy. So I have someone who is setting up a fundraising thing, so that will study up. Please.
Okay. Yeah, we want to circle it. Hey! As we depart this place, but not from one another's hearts, let us understand we are one people. One people.
One people.
Nation. One nation. One faith.
Nation.
One faith. One heart. One heart. One love. One love.
One love.
Truly, indeed, we also appreciate one divine entity.
Yes.
We bring it all together and we end it all together in the name of those that we consider that divine element, but that we know the spirit is all one. Say it all together and we go, Ashe, say, Amen. You are the most beautiful people
on the face of this earth, and don't you ever forget it.